Namaste, everybody. Oh, praise God and everything. Even with all the torture I've gone through, with my back, I'm telling you right now, I tried to see what lessons I learned from it, and I'll say this. This is what I've learned. I'm not as strong as I thought I was, but I'm not as weak as I used to be. So, and my faith, it's stronger by leaps and bounds. So that makes me happy. I don't mind being weak. As long as I'm strong with God, God truly understands me. Don't let nobody tell you any different. God truly understands you. And this morning I was waiting outside of work, waiting for the gate to be open. My back was still trying to give me some trouble. And I kept doing good vibes, baby, good vibes from Half and Jay, who have their YouTube thing, reaction channel. And every time I would say that, the back pain lessened. And that's when I knew I was pretty much right, that because of the stress that I've been under, getting suspended from work, having the foot injury, and everything had really bound up my back. My chiropractor, God bless him, he did his best, but it just, because of my mentalness, it just made the back really messed up, all the way down my left side to my foot, the sciatic nerve, and that's all me. Just like it was all me for getting suspended for messing up, And if you don't think that God has a sense of humor, let me tell you something. I was suspended because I built a 2x4 frame 1 inch out of square. I haven't built anything over 1/4 of an inch out of square in years. And for some reason, that day, it was good on the table, but once it was lifted and delivered, somehow, it was 1 inch out of square. So, got suspended on a Wednesday. Friday, I go to see my chiropractor. And I told him, not about the mistake I made, but I told him about what happened with the container rolling over my foot, and with my back probably being jacked up, because when you mess one side of your body up, you overcompensate with the other side. And that's where I figured most of the problem was coming from at the time. So he said, okay, laid it down on the table, face down. I knew the procedure. He goes back there and he puts my feet together. He goes, yep, you're about 1 inch off. I just laid there and I was like, what did you just say? I mean, I almost had a flashback. I wasn't even at war. I could not believe it that those words came out of his mouth. One of my legs was actually 1 inch shorter than the other one, because I'd put so much, probably my left leg, I'd been putting so much of my body on it because of my foot. So maybe that's why I was 1 inch out of square. Huh? God has a sense of humor. I have several stories of where God has pranked me. So Ashton Kutcher has nothing on God. But this morning, I told God, yesterday, I prayed for death. I prayed for a priest for an exorcism. The first 4.5 hours of waking up was the most brutal. Four and a half hours I've ever had in my life. And I've only prayed for death one other time that I can remember, as far as, when something was wrong with me, not being a spoiled little kid. But when I had COVID back in 2019 in December, before it became a thing, I told God, I said, forget about that. I'm happy right where I'm at. You gave me life. life is a gift. I'm here for another day. Right now that means everything. And today I declare I am going to have a great day. It's a little rough starting work, and I felt a little bit of pain in my back because it still wanted to be an asshole to me. But as I worked, popped me an 800 milligram of ibuprofen, ate a banana. Seemed like it took hours, but it was only about an hour and 10, 15 minutes, and my back started feeling better, and I really got in and got to do some good work today, man. My boss was messing with me, and God bless him. I don't have any hard feelings. How can I? It was my fault, And I just work with a great bunch of guys. And one individual, my teammate, of whom I needed to talk to, we got that all worked out this morning also. Great guy. Former Navy. Scatterbrained as hell though. But man, he can weld his ass off. But, so we worked it out this morning. I confronted him with what had been relayed to me and everything. And see, if you just go at things with a positive attitude, I had asked my boss to give him a phone number last Wednesday after what my boss had told me. And he didn't do it. He either didn't give him my phone number, or which, the way my teammate was acting today, he didn't get the phone number. So, kudos to my boss for knowing better, because I was in a fit of the moment. Feeling sorry for myself for being a jackass and being mad at somebody for something that was obviously a miscommunication that you find out later on. And I've always been known to go off with little to no information. Psychiatrist told me that one. But today was a great day. I love my men. I love our crew. And of course, I'll always love my boss, even if there comes a time when he has to let me go because I'm out there. Hey man, love what you do. And to every American person, not just soldier, from your cashiers to your food deliveries, food makers, to the people who never get shouted out, factory workers, people who take care of yards and janitors and people who work. That's what being an American is. You say, well, being an American, you should be free to do whatever you want. Okay, great argument. Lord knows I do. But you know what? I work. And my dad had always raised me. Well, when he did raise me, he always told me, if you're going to play, you got to pay. It's okay if you want to go out and get hammered and drunk and all that other stuff. But when you wake up in the morning and your head is pounding and you are just out of your gore, sick, because of all the drinking you did the night before, you better get your ass to work. And you work that full fucking day. And it don't matter if you have to take breaks to throw up. Get you some tomato juice and carry on. So that's how my dad had pretty much summed it up to me. And I've been that way, except as V8, Well, anyway, I hope everybody else is having a wonderful day. God bless you all. Oh, Marcy, the Spirit Made Me Do It lady. She had COVID this last weekend, and she's come back strong and beautiful. So God bless her, her husband, her family, everybody. And God bless everyone and everybody who works, who has worked, who can't no longer work. Not to those who won't, but to those who can't. I salute you. I thank you. You are a blessing. God bless you. God bless America.